It's week 2 of the 2025 season, and center stage belongs to Matthew Stafford. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Rams and the Buccaneers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we got a great one this week, partner. One of the only games league-wide featuring 2 teams who both won their openers.
Yeah, it's been mission accomplished so far, each off to the start that they envisioned as the season began. And while it's only week 2, whoever can come out of this one with a win and jump to 2-0 has everybody in their division looking up at them.
Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Completes this one to Otten. And this one does not go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Baker throwing again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be second down. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. The Rams showing a nickel look. Third down coming up. Baker now from the gun. Hauled in by Godwin. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to one of the game's all-time leading passers, the top pick back in 2009. Still going strong, it's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
2nd and 6 coming up here. First carry now for Kyron Williams. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. And stop made by K.J. Britt. And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look, 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's caught for the first. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. He gets 6 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. Straight ahead with Williams. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
We'll have the 1st down and even more. He's at the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now, their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Stafford now on 1st down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Yaya Diaby brings him down. The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Fights off the pressure. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis and practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're on the board.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their 2nd drive coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that 1st drive ended in a punt. 1st down, here's Baker. Got his target, it's Otten. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Mayfield. On target to Godwin. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Mayfield to throw again. This finds Evans, complete. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Counterplay here, Warren. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Trying again with White. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Buccaneers pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead. McLaughlin has it on the tape, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Rams headed back after their 2nd drive now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Avoids some trouble there. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Stafford from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Collects this at the 32. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. They'll send him over right. Throwing again is Baker. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Mayfield now from the gun. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. J.K. Scott's on to punt. The Rams headed out to the field now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He breaks the tackle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Stafford. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Warren here from the gun. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Warren once more. Strong running inside the 30. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, and head the other way for a big run.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. The give now to White. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach third down. Throwing, Baker. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. And 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a 4th down instead.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Buccaneers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darius Williams with the INT. And the Rams are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Out come the Rams on offense. And that interception has set them up beautifully inside the red zone. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw. That one complete to Higbee. And this one doesn't go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Stafford now. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Rams parlay the interception into points. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams tie things 10-10. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Evans, the motion man here. First and 10, it's Mayfield. This one's taken in by Otten. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
On second down, Warren runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Baker now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Broke through the tackle. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. To throw is Mayfield. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
The offense headed back to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Stafford now on first down. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Rams get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Point after converted from Carney. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Carney has it all teed up and ready to send it away. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Buccaneers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down, a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Got his target. It's Otten. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. And the Rams add a man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, third down. Warren running between the tackles. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Rams taking over on offense late in the first half. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. Third time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. We've arrived at halftime. The Rams leading here in St. Louis. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Reports with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, back to you and Brock in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 16-13, your final score. From there, let's make the quick trip up the Parkway and check in on the Ravens at home in Baltimore. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And that one all tied. We saw a vintage first half from the veteran Matthew Stafford. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the third. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. It's complete to Higbee. And not much doing, he stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. He gets this one to Nakua. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Chuck there to haul it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Now Stafford again. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Stafford from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, here's what I know, Kate, and sadly from personal experience, after this one's over, the QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer, or he's not going to endure this season.
The Buccaneers bringing out a dime. Look, 3rd down coming. To throw, Stafford. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First down, here's Baker. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.